All right, guys. So for section 1.2b, standard deviation, we on Friday we went over the long way of doing standard deviation. If you remember, it was 4 steps. The first step, you would get your numbers. You would find the mean of those 4 steps. The next step was to subtract the mean from all the data values and square it. Once you did that, then the third step was to find the variance, which was to add all the means up together, or all the subtraction answers up together and find that mean. And then once you found the variance for step 4, you took a square root and you found your standard deviation. Okay, those were 4 steps. Now let me show you how DESMOS can help you do this. Okay, so listen close. Like I said, I'm not going to be writing any notes or anything for you guys. Everything is going to be kind of said and shown. I just realized I didn't connect this to the overhead, so it's doing that right now. All right, so first off, you're going to go to desmos.com. You're going to click on Start Graphing. So here we go. Now, notice on your worksheet, it says find the mean, the variance, and standard deviation of each data set. Okay? The mean, variance, and standard deviation. So let's look at question number 1. Okay, question number 1, I think they did all of it for you. Okay, so let me show you how you can do this with DESMOS without doing all that work. So first thing you're going to want to do, so follow along with your computers. Okay, I'm going to start a table by pressing the plus sign up here and then clicking on table. I'll do it again. So I'm going to press the plus sign right here and then go to table. And it's going to give me a table. All right. Now, only on the X column, okay, only on the X column, I'm going to put in the numbers for number 1, 6, 13, 12, 9, and 10. Okay. So there's my data. Okay, that's my set of data, 6, 13, 12, 9, and 10. Now, if I want to find the mean, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go down all the way right here where they have this show keypad thing for me. Okay, on your phone, it might be a little bit to the left or right, but I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to see where it says functions on the right side. So I'm going to click on functions right here. And then see how it says stats right there? It says trig, stats. And then this is going to be for a distribution curve, and this is miscellaneous. So you're going to click on your keypad, functions, statistics, so stats. And notice how one of them right here says mean. Okay, so I'm going to click on mean. So now you see a little exclamation mark like, well, what do I do with this mean? You're going to type in x sub 1, so x1. And notice what it says, 10. My mean is 10. Look at your worksheet. The mean is 10. So it found your mean without you having to calculate it step by step, little by little, okay? So it found your mean. Now, if I may, even though this does not tell me to do it, I'm going to go to the next thing. I'm going to find the median. Okay? I'm going to go to function, statistics, and median. Okay? And then I'm going to put x1. And even though this is not part of your, it's not part of the problem, but what this just did is it organized the numbers in order, and it said, here's the number in the middle. It happens to be 10 again. Okay? So, all right, great. We didn't have to do median for this problem, but let's go ahead and do that. Now, let's go to the next little piece. So I was able to find my mean already, right? I want to find my variance and standard deviation. You see right here, it says VAR. That's variance. Okay, so I'm going to go back to function, statistics, variance. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to put x sub 1. Remember, the reason why I keep putting x sub 1 is because of the fact that that's what the list is made of. right? All the things are in x sub 1. Now, if you look at this variance.
Is variance VAR?
Yeah. Should be. Let me double check, but I think it is. Just double checking here. Yeah, it should be. Now, if you look at this variance, it's a little different than the one that's given to us, okay? And that's because they're taking a different type of standard deviation. It's okay. Just give me the variance based on what's given, okay? So you would write 7.5. Don't worry about what they wrote on here because they did it a different way, okay? So there's your variance. And then to find standard deviation, there's two ways. And let me show you both. Okay, so there's standard STDEV, standard deviation. So STDEV, I'm going to put X1. Notice they say 2.73. And then I'm going to go to the next one and I'm going to put STDEVP. There's one right there, STDEVP. And it's 2.4. Which one is the right one? Which one gives us the right answer? The second one, the standard deviation for population. So that's the one you want to use, the one with the letter P on it, okay? Now remember how I told you this variance can be a little off. So if you're curious of how to get the answer that the worksheet's going to want, it's all you have to do. Let me get rid of the variance here. All you have to do is get the answer that you just got, 2.4494, let's say. And then I'm just going to square it. And look what it gave me, 5.999956, which is basically what? 6, which is what's on your worksheet. So if you want, find the variance by first finding the standard deviation and then squaring it. But if you're like, well, I don't like the way that looked, well, you could do this, okay? Let me show you. So standard deviation of X1, okay? And then square your answer, okay? It says one element list. It's not going to show me though. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought it would show it to you. Never mind. Just get the answer that they gave you from standard deviation. So let me put it all in there. Let's see what it does. 44948. 974278, and we'll square it. So I mean, it's not going to give you the exact number, but hopefully when you see 5.999999998, just think 6, okay? Because they're trying to give you the exact answer, but they can't give it to you exactly because they're approximating. But you can write 6, or you can just put 5. Just round it to the nearest whole number. So round that to the nearest whole number. So let's do that again with, I don't know, let's do number 4, okay? So we're going to start it from the very beginning, and we're going to do number 4. So I'm going to go to the plus sign here, add an item, go to table, all right? On the X values, I'm going to put everything on number 4. So 27, 34, 45, 30, 26 and 42. Okay, so there you go. I have all my 6 values there. Now, they wanted the mean, so I'm going to go over to where it says function. Okay, and I'm going to press statistics if it's not ready there for you. And then I'm going to press mean and then do X1. And it gives you the answer of 34. Okay? So it's going to give you the answer of 34. So that's going to be your mean. Okay? Now, if they want you to find the median, you can do it. Just go back to functions, statistics, median, and then X sub 1. And it tells you that your median would be 32. That's the number in the middle of those 6. If you needed to do it. By the way, did anybody notice that they give you quartiles there? Okay. I think, and I haven't done this yet, but I think it can actually give you your first, second, and third quartile for box and whiskers, which I want to show you something after this, okay? Which you guys think might like. So anyway, the mean isn't part in this problem. They want us to find median. They want us to find mean, which we did, variance, and standard deviation. So I told you find standard deviation first and then square the answer. So let's find standard deviation with the one with the letter P. Put x1. So there's your standard deviation, 7.23417. Just round it to the nearest tenth if you want. So put 7.2. And to find your variance, you're just going to get that number, 7.23417813807, and square it. 52.3. So just put 52.3. And that's your variance. Notice you're not having to do any of this by hand in a sense of writing it all out, because you remember, if you guys did the homework for 1.2a, you know it took a while to do all of these 4 steps. Okay, this is kind of getting it out of the way for you really quickly. Now I want to show you guys something kind of neat, and we just figured this out today. So check this out. Remember how we would make you guys do box and whiskers plots with this? So for some reason we just never noticed this. If you go to functions and go to right here where it says DIST, you see how it says box plot? That's box and whiskers. So click on it and put x1. Okay, and I don't know why it's not. Why is it not showing it to you guys? Oh, there it is. Look, it drew it for you. Okay, and if you want to figure out, you know, what is the median? Well, the median's right there. This point right here. Okay, that's your median. Here's your minimum. Way over here is your maximum. Here's your third quartile, second quartile, first quartile, right? You can have it graphic for you. You could actually figure out the answers using the command box plot. Now, if you notice at first I couldn't see it, the reason was because I was looking for it over here, but the numbers are from 26 to 45, so it's got to be more to the right. If you just press the little magnifying glass, it'll take you right to it. Okay, so you can check your box and whiskers plots like this. Okay, so you can check them out that way. So anyway, now notice number 5. If you guys look at number 5, let me erase all this stuff right here. Number 5 on your worksheet says the most recent test scores for a math class are displayed in the table below. What are their mean and standard deviation? What are you going to do? Like what's my first step?
The mean.
Well, we got to find the mean, but how am I going to use DESMOS to help me do this?
You have to go into the mini keyboard.
Okay, so well, first, before mini keyboard though, I got to create a table. And I'm not going to write down student 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who cares about that? I'm going to write down the scores. 77, 86, 79, 94, 65, 82, 76, all of those. Okay, all the scores. And then once you write the score, you're going to go to function and mean and press X1. And then you'll do function, standard deviation, P, X1. And it's going to give you both of your answers. And the same for number 6. Okay, so check it out. Even if I do this. So look, I'm putting a whole bunch of numbers, just random numbers. Tons of them. Okay, who cares? I put a bunch of them. Great. Look at that. All those numbers. All I'm going to do is say, give me the mean. So I'm going to go to function, statistics, mean, and then X1, and it gave it to me. If you want the median, find the median. If you want the lowest number, there's a command that says min. There's one that says max. Okay. If you want the standard deviation, go to standard deviation P, X1. There it is, 2.5. You're done with the problem. Okay, it doesn't take that long to do it. All right. So let Desmos do the work. That's why we show you guys the Desmos method second, because we want you guys to understand the grind that it is to do it once and then see like, hey, we got some tools. Okay? So when you guys are doing this, just make sure that you have Desmos help you out. Okay? So I think that's all we have to do. So yeah. So I'm going to let you guys work on your homework. And you guys don't have to worry about the back side of this, just the front side. And try to finish it here. I mean, it's super easy. Just let the computer do all the work for you. Okay?